With that 12-team playoff on the horizon, will more teams search for tougher non-conference opponents with more breathing space? Or do you think we'll continue to see a thin slate of Power 5 matchups for the future? From Palm Desert, California. Hashtag Big Ten country. I see what you did there, buddy. Yeah, I think this will happen. So I've always been clear with you guys how I feel about the playoff, but I've also told you, despite me not liking it, I understand that there are certain positives to college football playoff expansion. It's not all bad. And part of the good that we can take from this, even if you feel the way I do, is, yeah, teams are going to be fearless to schedule up. Now that you know you can lose a quarter of your games, why not? Schedule up. And so that will give us better regular season matchups, and that is a very good thing. I don't know that those regular season matchups then mean nearly as much as they used to because they have a giant safety net built under them. But at the very least, we'll get the games. Now, here's what I would suggest. I wouldn't argue it. I would say, now that you have given the entire sport the understanding that there are so many more spots at the postseason table to go around, there should be no excuse for the SEC playing FCS competition. Should be no excuse for it. There should be no excuse for anyone refusing to schedule up. Or let me rephrase it. If you do, it's your right. But you've got to see them get punished, especially in this new playoff era. You've got to put a special emphasis, if you're the playoff committee, on disproportionately punishing folks who don't schedule up, because there's no reason not to anymore. And I almost wonder, whereas this has been handled at the university level to this point, for the last 5 million years, college football schedules have been handled in-house. I almost wonder if the conferences don't get together and say, hey, since we've already got this much money on the line, and since we've already got this big fat playoff at the end of the year, and there's no reason to be scheduling scared anymore, let's take it out of their hands. Okay, let's not only, if I'm the Big Ten, let's not only have me setting your conference schedule, let me also take it upon myself for you, Michigan State, to go call Auburn. Let me take it upon myself for you, Michigan, to go call Texas. Let me make sure that we're fulfilling our end of the bargain. Because, man, the other part of this, and I know that you've been told this group of people doesn't matter anymore, there's this group of people, we call them fans, and I still think they kind of matter. And what you ask them to do is you ask them to pay a lot of money to attend your games. Georgia's schedule, since they're right down the road, is atrocious next year. It's not all their fault. They had an out-of-conference opponent that the conference slammed the door on. I think it was Oklahoma. I think Greg Sankey said, no, you're not playing that anymore, so they had to go schedule a roast beef tech in lieu of that. But you're paying season ticket prices for an inferior product. And so in the future, man, you got to at least get the bang for your buck, because they're asking you, if your team goes to the playoff, they're asking you, theoretically, pay for season tickets, check, and all that goes along with that. Pay for conference championship tickets, check. Pay for a quarterfinal matchup, then pay for a semifinal matchup, then pay for national championship. How much money did you just spend? This is not even realistic. I understand it. We will have fully corporatized the crowd structure when it comes to this playoff. So I'm not even going to beat that piñata. It's already on the ground over here, breathing its last breath. But in the meantime, boy, you could give me a lot better regular season games. And I think they will. I think that will happen. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Make sure you like the video and please subscribe to the channel. Not just for me, that's how we keep this entire thing free.